Mijn lippen, wacht even. I'm live. Welcome everybody to this new live stream. I wasn't ready to push the record button, but here I am. I forgot something, so that's what you heard me saying. Well, welcome to this new live stream of Alicia's Word. For the people that don't know, I'm Alicia. This is my ministry, and through this ministry, I'm sharing with you what Papa puts on my heart to share with you. And today we're gonna go talk a little bit more about pressure. We talked about pressure in common, just pressure. We talked about discerning the types of pressure, and today I want to talk to you about peer pressure. And of course, I'm going to give you some examples of what I mean. But we're going to go a little further into what we have been talking about. First of all, I want to thank everybody that is watching me live. Thank you for taking your time out to listen to what Papa put on my heart to share with you, and of the people that tune in later or people that watch the rerun. Welcome. What what really is important to me is I want to thank Esther Sambu and Cindy Mesas for having me on their channels, because I'm live on Esther's ministry and CT Ministries. I'm grateful for the ladies for opening up their platform to me so that I'm able to reach a broader audience. So thank you. For all the people that don't know yet, they are amazing writers. They have written a couple of books. You can find the books on Amazon.com. Just fill in their names, Esther Sambu and Cindy Mesas, and then the books will roll out. So be blessed with them. Good morning, Pamela. How are you today? Um, so let's start off. Okay, today we're talking about peer pressure. We all know what peer pressure is. It's the pressure that you experience in life. Um, uh, it's something most of us go through. I hope you get set free from it and you don't have to experience it, because I had to set free from the peer pressure. But peer pressure is a pressure that comes from, as simple as that, your peers. Um, in the form like, I'm going to go a little further where we left off last Thursday. Peer pressure. You have a big car, but the neighbor has a bigger car, so you want a bigger car, and then so on and so on, and you go from, um how do I say that, you no longer are living the life Papa has for you, but you are living in the in the traps of the enemy, the schemes he has for us. You fall for his schemes, and you always want to consume more. And we talked about consuming last time, so you always want to consume more, because that's what we've been taught. Like, the peer pressure is real in terms like, um, um uh, Davy's mom just she just started. No, that's not a wrong example. Davy's mom and dad, they bought a huge mansion, and you're like, I want that too. And then you want to work for that, and it seems like we need to have more, and everything we have needs to be more and bigger. So we don't want to fall for that type of pressure. So we need discernment. So that's what we talked about last time. We need to be able to discern what is from Papa and what is his will and what is not. But today I want to give you another example about peer pressure. And I'm gonna it's something that applies to me. It used to apply to me, because thankfully Papa changed my heart. But it is still going on in certain people's life, people that I'm surrounded by, and I see they have the same issue. So this is it. When I was in high school, no, I think it's a little different in the Netherlands. We have different levels in high school. So you have in the first 2 years, they decide what your level is going to be throughout the rest of high school. So when you have the lowest level, it's going to take you 4 years of high school, and when you have the middle level, it's 5 years, and when you have the highest level, it takes you 6 years to finish up your high school period. Okay, so I had the highest level back in the day, and I really wasn't committed to schoolwork because I had so many other things on my mind. I was doing so many other things um, that I thought were important, but they sure weren't important. But okay, I was always at school. I need to tell you that also. I was always at school. I never skipped a school day, but I was never in class. So from the highest level, I got degraded to the middle level, and I was like, okay, I'm still good. I'm still good. And then I got dropped to the lowest level, and that's okay. That's okay. I was like, okay, when you in Dutch, it's a saying: when you get burned, you have to sit on the blisters. So I'm okay. I was like, I'm gonna sit on these blisters, but then people started commenting towards me like, "You are so dumb. Oh, how come that you have the lowest level? Oh, you're so dumb." And I was like, why do you call me dumb? First of all, I'm not dumb. I was just lazy. I wasn't even lazy. I was preoccupied. I'm laughing about it now because if one of my children would have done this, or my cousins, I would be so I wouldn't be chill about it. So I have so much mad respect for my parents that they went through this with me, because it takes a lot of patience. And I don't know. I need to pray for myself because I don't know if I have the levels of patience yet. But okay. Okay. And so I wasn't lazy at all, but I was like, I was busy with other stuff. So stuff happens. Okay. So everybody kept calling me dumb. And I was like, okay, I'm not dumb. I'm going to show you. Because I had the highest level. I was able to go to university straight away and get my master degree straight away. But now I had to go to college first, because I think it's different than in the United States. State, you have college, and then you have the this MBO, MBA, MBO, and then HBO. So the middle business. No, it's a wrong translation, I think. But it's the middle college, and then you have the higher education in college, and then you have the university. So I had to go to the MBO first, and then I went to the HBO, because I wanted to prove everybody's wrong. Yeah, like, I'm gonna show you I'm not dumb. I'm gonna show you I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna prove to you. No, not I'm not show you, because show you that sounds good, but as soon as you're trying to prove yourself to somebody, you're in trouble. You're in the wrong. But I was trying to prove myself towards other people, to show them that I'm not dumb. And even though I know I'm not dumb, uh but I felt so compelled, is that the right way to say it, to show you that you didn't know what you were talking about. So okay, I started doing the HBO. I think you call it university, by the way, and that's why you get your bachelor degree. So okay, while studying for my bachelor degree, I was doing business administration, and don't ask me why. I just love that, and that was really my thing. And I'm gonna give this testimony another time, the full testimony, but. I had cancer as a child, so I had the chemotherapy. And around that time, while I was in the second class of these studies, I received a letter from the hospital I was committed to in the 80s. And they told me, um, ladies that had the same type of chemo you had back in the day, went into menopause around their 30th. And I was like, okay, that's something. And they told me, if you want to have kids, you need to consider um, having them now, because it could be that you go into menopause around your 30th birthday. And I was like, okay, that's terrible, because I was 24 by that time. because I was even serious after high school. I went partying, and when I turned 19, I was like, I need to do this college thing, and that's when I started. That's why I was a little older. So okay, and I was like, okay, panic because I didn't know Jesus like that. So I started panicking, and my husband was like, I only have a year left, so you start working, and then I'm going to finish my bachelor degree, and afterwards we're going to start building the family. But then at least we will have money to do so. So that's what we did. Okay, and I quit my business administration studies and started working full time. I made money for our wedding because back then I told you I wasn't safe. I wasn't married yet, and I saved up money for the marriage, for the wedding day. I'm sorry, I saved up money for the marriage. Yeah, that's it. So we could start a family when we wanted to start a family. So this is a whole how do you say that, testimony on itself. I'm going to give it another day. But okay, so this is what happened. So I stopped the studies, and I started saving up money and got married and started the family. All praise to Papa God. I never went into menopause, so that was a good thing. But I started the family. It was kind of hard, so that's the testimony I'm going to give another time. And I was like, when they will go to school, I will be going back uh, to getting my bachelor degree. And I was like, okay, that's what I want to do because I still want to prove people wrong. I want to prove everybody's wrong. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. So when they went back to school, I started working again. Still part time, but 4 days a week. So it's still a lot. And I was like, one day I'm going to start because I found out this was kind of hard starting uh, uh, picking up the classes and tending to my family, tending to the children, and tending to my husband's needs, and taking everybody to sports. So I was like, I'm going to do it. So give me a couple of years extra, and I'm going to start. And a couple of years ago, I was like, okay, this is the year I'm going to start. This is the year we are going to start having, I'm going to start attending classes again. But I felt in the spirit like, no, Alicia, that's not what Papa has for you. But I was like, okay, I know it's not Papa's will, but I need it. I need to have the bachelor degree. And by then I had a really good job. So I really had a good job. I didn't need the degree for the job I was in because I could show my employer who I am. I could show I had things to show for me, for my skills. So I didn't need the degree. So it was not for getting further ahead in my career, but it was like something I needed so I could show everybody I have the bachelor degree also. I have my master degree also. So that was the reason why I kept pushing. But then I felt, no, Papa said, no, it's not for you. No, then I had a conversation with somebody, and the person said, no, it's not for you. Papa has other plans for you. And the plans Papa has for you, you don't need that bachelor degree in business and administration. You don't need it. So consider waiting on starting the studies. And I was like, okay, I'm going to wait. And that's the same with two of my friends. They are, one is still in class, um, seeking to get her degree, and the other one is trying to start with the studies. And it's not the will of Papa for her, but because you want to be able to say, I have my bachelor degree, I want to have the bachelor degree. I told one of my friends the other day, and I was so preaching to the choir because I now am at peace that I don't have a bachelor degree. And if Papa's mind will change in the future, I will follow up on whatever he tells me to do. If he tells me to go get your bachelor degree, I'm the first in line because I do at the end of the day want to have my bachelor degree, but I don't need it to be where I'm at right now. Okay, so this friend was telling me about it, and the friend knows already that she has to do something else for Papa, but she still wants to have the bachelor degree, and I understand it because I went through it maybe with a different motivation, because my motivation was a little different, but still wrong. And I told my friend, you have two options, and I'm gonna share these options with you today because that's what I'm going at. Is that you can you have two options. First, start the bachelor degree, start working towards your bachelor degree, so you can uh, uh, how do you say that, fulfill that need, the need you have. Yeah, because you are doing your own will in your life. So if you're going to pursue that bachelor degree, you're going to have your will over your life. But then you have the second option, that is do Papa's will, because my friend knows it's not Papa's will for her to have to pursue the bachelor degree right now. And I'm saying right now because I don't know if he's going to change his mind in the future, but for now it's not his will for her. So I told her the second thing you could do is Papa's will. So what is it going to be? So if you're going to pursue Papa's will, you are not going to get that bachelor degree. And the friend was like, oh, I didn't look at it like that. And that's the thing. We are looking towards the things of the world. We are listening to the people of the world. We are looking at the how do you say that? At what at the accomplishments of the world. But is what the world is doing really pleasing to Papa? Like, for what I am doing right now, I don't need a degree in business administration at all. But he told me what he has for me. He told me where I'm going, but I don't need it. But in doing his will, in doing what he has for me, he asked for me, right? He he is blessing me way more than a degree in business administration could ever do. So I want to ask you, is that what you want for your life? Is that in line with Papa? Like, is it what is going to be pleasing to him? Or is it something that would be nice on your resume, be nice on resume, I'm sorry, be nice for you, nice to tell everybody, look here, this is my bachelor degree. Is it because everyone around you has the bachelor degree? What is the reason you are pursuing, in this case I'm talking about the degree, but what is the reason why you are pursuing something? Is it because everybody else has it? Maybe what I told you about the luxury car last week. I love luxury cars. I want a bigger luxury car. But is that what Papa wants for me? Because that's the consumerism mentality we were talking about last week. Is that what Papa wants? So I will need you to be mindful of what Papa has for you, uh, uh, if it's in line with your will. Because I'm going to promise you one thing, that even though it seems like it's not pleasing to you, I promise you, because when it's for Papa, it's going to be really pleasing. I had a Bible verse, of course. That's Proverbs 4, verse 14 and 15. It's not exactly uh, you need to translate it towards your own situation. It's not exactly towards the um, situation of the bachelor degree, but you need to translate it to your own situation. That's what I did. So Proverbs 4, verse 14 and 15. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way. um, for me, what I take out of this is you don't need to have a bachelor degree because everybody else has a bachelor degree. You don't need to have the bigger car because somebody else has a bigger car. With a bigger car comes bigger car payments. Like in the Netherlands, it's not that common to have car payments. You just buy a car, period, and the car is yours, and you don't have to do monthly payments. That's not the way it goes in the Netherlands. But it could be I could buy the bigger car right now, the luxury car, but then I would have monthly car notes, and I would be eating at your house today and at your house tomorrow and at your house the day after tomorrow. And the days that I would eat at home, I would eat dry bread, with some cooked water. I'm so sorry. So I could, but why do you pursue a bigger car? Because somebody else has it. It's the pressure. But instead of pursuing a bigger car, in this case, I can spend time with my children, because that's the other thing. I have time at home to spend with my children. I can raise my children. So don't confirm. How do conform? That's Dutch, by the way. Don't change your ways. Don't try to fit into the world. Don't try to do the things of the world, because the enemy is he is scheming us he that everything is beautiful, that we need more, that we need to consume more, and we need to have more degrees and stuff like that. We don't need that. So translate this verse into towards your situation. Don't put your foot on the path of the wicked, in this case of the world. Don't put your foot on the path of the world, because the world needs bigger cars and bigger houses and bigger degrees. I know it's lyrical incorrect, but they need bigger degrees, but we don't. We need Papa. So in everything that you do, um, ask yourself: is this pleasing towards Papa? Is this complying to his will? Is this what he has for me? Um, and what would be his response if I would do something else? Of course, he will never get mad at you, because we have free will. But what what is more beautiful than doing his will? So, with this being said, I hope it encouraged you. Be sensitive towards pressure, peer pressure. Be really sensitive towards it, in the manner that you can discern it, because you don't need what your neighbor needs. You don't need what your aunt needs. They need what you have. They need what you and I have in common, and that's Papa God. That's what they need. And I told you last week, while um, the world needs Papa, the thing is, the people in the world, because that's what I need to say. Um, the people in the world are longing for something. They are hungry, thirsty for something they can't reach. They don't know how to grab it, because they don't know what they are craving. The people of the world are craving the word. People of the world are craving Papa. They are craving Jesus, but they don't know yet. And because our biggest enemy is afraid for them to turn towards Papa, he keeps them busy. He keeps them busy with the consumerism mentality, like keep your eyes fixed on materialism. So don't be like the world, and always make sure uh, you have Papa. And with that being said, I had this discussion with somebody the other day. I keep saying it. Um, don't be a reader of the word only, because you need to read the word. Don't be like me at the beginning, because I was really terrible at reading the word. But you need to know the word. But you don't have anything. It doesn't do anything for you. Doesn't do you any good when you know the word from cover to cover, but you don't have a relationship with Papa. So I want to encourage you again today. I know I keep saying this. Start building a relationship with Papa. And some people are like, how do you do that? And I'm one of the people that used to ask the same question, because I didn't know how to build that relationship with Papa. Of course, I heard from him, but I didn't actively hear from him. You understand what I'm saying? I always heard his voice um, at certain moments, but the actively hearing his voice, I never had. And everybody's like, you need to take your time and listen to him. And I was like, okay, you can say that, but how am I going to do that? What did I start doing? And this is for me, you need to find your own way, and you need to translate it to your own situation, to your own life, because that's the thing. You need to translate everything. Don't copycat me. Translate it to your own situation. I'm just giving you the nuggets, and run with it. Do whatever you want to do with it. Put it in the bin. Do with it what you need to do with it. But okay, move with it. I wake up really early in the morning. I uh, talk to Papa first. That's my first priority in life. I talk to him first. And after I talk to him, I go into the Word, and then I have some quiet time. Because I promise you this, I go to bed early, so that's important also. I promise you this, during the day, I do not have as much time with Papa as I would like to. I still talk to him during the day. I pray, I sing, I praise, I read my word. I'm working on Alicia's word all day. So it's not that I'm not busy with him, but I don't have the quiet time with him. So I'm telling you, build in some quiet time with Papa, so you can build a relationship, so you can start recognizing his voice. Because that's the thing. I heard from him. Sometimes I knew it was him, but sometimes I did not recognize his voice as being his, because I was distracted by the things of the world. So don't be like Alicia. Build a relationship with Papa, and you don't have to invent the wheel uh, yourself. You can take advice from people. Like some teachers, they give so many good, um, how do you say that, they give so good precise instructions, and then we still want to change them. Only thing I say, translate it to your own situation. But we are already telling you how to do it. So if you know you have quiet time during the evening, like I'm a morning person, that's why I get up in the morning. I want to go to bed. If I could, I would go to bed at 8, because that's what I want to do, because I want to go to bed. But that's when you wake up really early. But my husband, he wants to stay up all night and sleep in. So for him, the quiet time would work during the night. You understand what I'm saying? So translate it to your own situation, but build a relationship with Papa. So I'm gonna say hi to everybody that's watching. Um, hey, Miss Pamela. Good morning, Saki Mari. I love that name. My sister used to joke with my nephew, you want us to live in the Hummer, when he'd ask her to buy expensive vehicles. But that's the whole point, Saki. We that is what's going to happen. At least I could tell you, could say, I have a Hummer, but you don't have a place to live. So it's prioritizing what is important in your life. Like for me, family is really important. Spending time with my children is really important. So I'm going to give you an example. A couple of years ago, I had my 10th year wedding anniversary, and we were supposed to go on a cruise. But uh, COVID happened, and my husband was like, "I'm not going to be on no cruise ship during COVID, and when there's an outbreak, we have to stay in our huts. Is that what you want to do on your 10th wedding anniversary?" And I was like, "No." So he's like, "We are not going to do that." I was like, "Okay, you made your point, and it's a valid point. So we're not going on a cruise." But now it's almost my 12 and a half years anniversary, and one of my sister friends asked me this morning, "Why aren't you taking that cruise?" Just And I was like, "Okay, I can give you the nice answer, but I can give you the straight answer." So I told her, "I'm not going on the cruise because I don't have the cruise money." Like I stopped working. So back then, we had it was a two income household. I could go in a cruise on a cruise like many times a year, but now I have to be wise about the way I spend my money. So I cannot go on any cruise right now. She's like, "Oh, that makes sense," and I was like, "Yeah." So um, I can go on a cruise, but then what I told you, I would come live with you if she would ever buy the Hummer. I would come live with your sister in her Hummer, because and eating at your house. Like, and if you don't want me to be a regular guest at your table, don't make me want to buy anything that is not within my that's okay. And Papa is a provider, so don't come at me like, if you ask it, he's going to give it to you. Yes, I know, but that's not what's in my heart right now. A great message reminder, Alicia. Thank you, Saki. Wow, thanks for saying this. I've taken college courses, two, three at a time over the years, but I don't have my degree yet. I send the pressure to get it today to be taken serious. And that's the problem. And that's the pressure I'm talking about. You feel the pressure to do it. But at the end of the day, your credentials will speak for you, right? Because I had a really good position. I was a project manager at a company, and when you look at it like this, didn't have the degree to be in the position, but I still was, because when I came to the job interview, Papa put me in the position, so it would have worked out anyway. uh, I I can back up what I'm talking about. You understand? So let your credentials speak for yourself. So that's it. That's good. Working on the things of God is not the same as having quiet time with Him. Right. And that's it. So you need to really build a relationship with Him. I'm sorry, because He speaks to you. Eh, in everything. He speaks to us. In everything, He gives us instruction. Um, there is nothing in my life He doesn't give me instruction about. Everything I'm doing, He tells me how to move. So sometimes I'm telling you, I'm gonna go up with an extreme again. Tonight's gonna be a party. We're gonna go out, and then all of a sudden He's like, maybe you shouldn't go. I'm not going. I could be hype all week. I'm not going to the party because He knows. Like when doing grocery shopping, when going grocery shopping, I'm buying. I'm gonna say something. Butter, and normally I buy this butter, and now He says no, you need to buy the other one. And then 2 days later, you see in the news there was something the matter with the butter you normally buy, but He led you to the right the good butter. So He is there every step of the way. But if you don't build a relationship with Him, like when you have a baby, of course there's a natural how do you say that, connection between the mother and the baby, because you carry the baby for many months, but the father is a stranger to the baby. You need to build a relationship. For a child to be comfortable in the arms of the father needs to spend time with the child. And for the child to accept instruction from the father, you need to build a relationship. And it's not different with Papa. You need to build a relationship with Papa before you can take his instruction, because you don't know him yet like that. And it's like entering the gates, like when he says, I did, but I don't know you. What is the first? Oh, I needed Doris in this one. The first, what is it? Jesus is going to deny you because He don't know you. That's what I'm trying to say. I cannot come up with the first, but if you can come up with it, put it in the description box. Remind me. I'm going to Google it when I end this stream. But for now, I don't know. So you need to have the relationship with Papa, because Papa, you don't want Him to say, I know of you, but I don't know you. And that's what we want to. We want to be in His presence for all of eternity. So with this being said, I'm going to end this stream. I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to thank you for taking your time out to listen to this. I need to repeat this, of course. Like this video, share this video in your network. I know you're going to bless somebody. Maybe you're like, this is not for me. That's okay. Not everything is for you, but it's for somebody. Share it. uh don't forget to better like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, YouTube, Alicia's Word. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And don't forget to subscribe. And I can't wait to see you next time. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.